The Boston Celtics are now just one win away from becoming NBA champs. What the Dallas Mavericks need to do to avoid becoming the 10th team in league history to get swept in the finals.
We've got sunshine and temperatures in the 80s for Thursday, but changes on Friday have caught the attention of local firefighters. I'll tell you about breezy conditions on the way.
And chaos on the roads as families evacuated their homes because of the Grove Road fire. What the Spokane Sheriff's Office says you should do to avoid making a dangerous situation even worse. You're watching the 4 News Now Special Edition. Well, get ready for a return to 80-degree weather.
But it's not going to last long. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is here with your first alert forecast.
We'll start off with a view of our almost sunset over downtown Spokane, the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. What a beautiful sky. Actually, our sunset's still about 45 minutes away, but we do have some changes coming in our weather. It's going to be sunny and warm tomorrow. A few more clouds in the afternoon for partly cloudy skies. Calm conditions throughout the day. Winds will be light. Then the winds pick up for Friday and Saturday, and I'm going to be talking more about that and the fire weather concerns that go along with it later in the broadcast. We're going to head into the 60s for Father's Day weekend, but Thursday is going to be warm. After a cool start, we'll be down in the mid-40s to start the day. That's below average. Blue skies and sunshine and just very, very light wind. Not much movement in our air at all. Southeast winds at 2 miles per hour. We'll start to see a few more clouds, fair weather cumulus, maybe occasionally blocking out our sun, but only for a moment or two as we head up to a high temperature of 80 degrees. Our average high is 72. This will be our last day of temperatures in the 80-degree range for a while. We are going to be cooling down for Father's Day weekend and beyond. And with that cool air comes some gusty winds for Friday. I'll let you know what we're dealing with in terms of fire danger with that in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, you may have seen rescue crews near the Barker Road Bridge in Spokane Valley earlier this evening. The fire department says it responded to a call of kids in the river. The caller reported seeing 4 kids struggling off the Barker Bridge. Crews started searching on Barker while another team began searching the river by boat, but crews didn't find any children and the search was called off. The Department of Natural Resources confirms no homes were destroyed in the Grove Road fire.
It is now 10% contained, and while no homes were burned, families have still suffered losses. The fire started around 2 p.m. yesterday afternoon near the South Grove Road between Geiger Heights and Marshall, south of Windsor Elementary and Westwood Middle School. Marissa Rio shows us the destruction.
I'm walking down Max's Lane right now, which is just east of where the Grove Road fire started. But flames did race through this area. If you take a look around me, the trees are charred. Right over here, you can still see hot spots smoldering in the ground with crews actively working to put this fire out.
It was burning so fast and blowing so hard.
This is what's left of the Hurd's home, a family who lives on Max's Lane. As the Hurds stand in their charred lawn, Lori Hurd recalls the terrifying moments she saw flames in her backyard.
So I came back and grabbed a hose, tried to drive the fire
around,
away from the outbuildings.
Good job.
Obviously, I didn't do that.
Their outbuilding now burned to the ground. The family lost a lot.
And the fifth wheel.
It was packed.
My son's car and his
sailboat.
Yep.
And the list goes on. Even torn, burned pieces of their flag that used to fly high above their property now just lays within the destruction. While the Grove Road fire is still under investigation, the Hurds want to remind people to be safe and not burn during a wind advisory. In Spokane County, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Well, families were asked to leave their homes as flames seared through dry fuels nearby, but evacuations didn't come without issues. Neighbors along Hallett Lane spoke to us about unsafe driving, poor visibility, and how this car crash backed up already congested traffic. Jordan Smith takes us through what happened during the evacuations.
Last night's evacuation was described to me by one woman as chaotic. The family that lives right here tells me traffic was so backed up here on Hallett and Assembly that they couldn't even evacuate because they couldn't pull out of their own driveway. Then a car crash delayed things even further. These two trucks collided and slid into this ditch. The long lines of cars moving away from the billowing smoke and crackling flames bogged down even more. Low visibility also posed a dangerous risk for drivers early on.
It was scary.
Linda Jones had limited time to load up their horses and to get out of the area.
When the fire jumped the road, it was scary because we couldn't get down the road because the smoke was so thick. We had to wait.
Other neighbors told me while some drivers were safe, others raced through the area. Poor visibility, unsafe driving, and people coming into the evacuation zone bogged down evacuation efforts Tuesday night. Evacuation orders are not issued lightly. The sheriff's office says when you have to evacuate, take a breath, load up all your essential belongings, and keep your speed down when you're on the road. Dangerous driving not only jeopardizes your safety, but also the safety of everyone else trying to leave. The sheriff's office also says it's common to see people drive into evacuation zones, either to help a family member or a friend, or to spectate and look at the flames. They cannot stress enough, if you don't have a reason to be there, stay away. It adds to the congestion, which is already an uphill battle on these two-lane roads. For 4 News Now, I'm Jordan Smith.
And yesterday's fire is a reminder that you and your family can be told to evacuate at a moment's notice. And that's why it's important that everyone has an emergency go bag. It should have things like food, water, and a first aid kit. Also, any medications you or your family members need. Extra clothes since you don't know when you could be returning home. For more tips on what to put in your go bag, head to KXLY.com/firewatch. Well, as you saw right here on ABC, the Celtics defeated the Dallas Mavericks to take a 3-0 series lead in the finals.
Yeah, sports director Julian Minnesota is here, and looks like your Mavs in 6 prediction not going to happen.
Yeah, not at all. You know, I thought Dallas was going to come out a little bit more motivated. They couldn't lose today, especially with Boston being shorthanded, but that wasn't the case tonight. The Celtics were without big man Kristaps Porzingis, who was a late scratch due to a leg injury. But in the early moments, it looked like the Mavs had the advantage. They had the home crowd behind them. Kyrie Irving has played poorly this entire series, but he gets it going here with a three-pointer to put Dallas up by 4. Super Bowl champ Patrick Mahomes is in the house, and he loves it. But the Celtics, they hung around. Jason Tatum with the lay-in right here just before half. Mavs led just by 1 point at halftime. Second half, Boston made its run. Final seconds of the third, and Jaylen Brown looks like Derek at Liberty Park with that dunk right there. Celtics had a 21-point lead in the fourth quarter. Dallas cut it down to single digits. Now, 4-point game. It's Brown again coming up clutch. Ices the game for the Celtics, and Boston has now full command of this series. 106-99 is the final. Now, Boston will look to close it out on Friday. Tip-off for Game 4 is at 5:30 here on ABC. Guys.
Thanks, Julian. And sports fans across the country are mourning the loss of basketball legend Jerry West.
Yeah, West was one of the most famous players and executives in the NBA, and it's his silhouette that became the inspiration for the NBA's logo. During his 14-year career playing for the Lakers, he was a 14-time NBA All-Star, leading the franchise to 9 NBA Finals. West went on to coach the Lakers for 3 seasons before becoming a scout and then joining the front office. Many former Lakers say without West, they would have never put on the purple and gold uniform.
Jerry actually helped me when I first got to LA because he would always take me aside after every practice or every game and just point out the good plays and the bad plays.
The NBA commissioner saying West was a basketball genius and a defining figure in the league for more than 60 years. All right, still ahead here, see firefighters training to protect homes in Latah Valley. Why people living there say it couldn't have come at a better time.
And it could soon cost you more to visit recreation sites in Idaho. Why officials say the higher prices may be necessary.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now is brought to you by Spokane Rain Gutter.
Hey, your homework done?
Yeah.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
I mean, I have to have it.
Is this you? Finding something you can't live without, but your card is... Adding your P1FCU MasterCard to your mobile wallet makes checking out easy online and at the register.
Almost there. Oh.
Open your free Ascend checking account that comes with tons of great benefits at p1fcu.org/free. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
Adventure awaits at Silver Mountain Resort this summer. Play 2 days in Idaho's largest indoor water park and enjoy one night in a beautiful condo. Ride America's longest gondola for breathtaking scenic views or cruise the Northwest's #1 bike park. Create new family memories around the fire, an outdoor movie, or an evening stroll through the village. Just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene on I-90. Your adventure awaits at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota is the #1 retail brand for 12 years in a row. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Do you have a storage problem? Wisman Storage Containers is your all-in-one local storage solution. We offer a variety of sizes and provide free delivery within the greater Spokane area. Wisman Storage Containers is your locally owned and family-operated storage solution. Don't just store. Secure your stuff today.
Welcome back. Recreation sites in Coeur d'Alene might join the long-running list of places impacted by inflation.
Alexandra Cohen-Yards has more on why officials are considering raising fees for visitors at recreation sites and how people are feeling about it.
There might soon be an increase in fees to visiting recreation areas in Coeur d'Alene. I spoke with some regulars here at Blackwell Island who told me the increase in these prices might stop them from coming at all.
Rope swinging, hanging out on floaties, swimming in the river. These are some of the activities Danielle's grandsons get to do on a sunny summer day at the Blackwell Island Recreation Site.
I feel like this is one of the more cheaper ways to just have fun and enjoy ourselves throughout the summer and be able to get outside.
Now with the possibility of the price for a day pass doubling, Danielle is unsure how much longer these kinds of days will be possible.
I don't think that many people can afford, prices to go up.
The Bureau of Land Management's Coeur d'Alene field office released a draft plan that would increase the price of visiting 6 recreation sites in the area.
Food and groceries and everything is just so expensive that, maybe they should think twice about raising prices on something that the local people really like.
BLM's Coeur d'Alene field office has not raised recreation fees in more than 10 years. They say the fee increase is to take care of the rise in operation and maintenance costs. Kevin, who has been visiting the park at Blackwell Island for almost 20 years, believes these changes would be reasonable.
The expense that goes along with any recreational activity, there's always a cost. It's hard to see everything go so expensive, and this is another example of just overall inflation that it hurts.
The BLM is requesting feedback and has started a 1-month public comment period. You can find more information on how you can give your input on our website, kxly.com. In Coeur d'Alene, Alexander Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
We had a 10-degree drop in our high temperature from yesterday to today. Still plenty warm, though, at 74 degrees. We're going to warm up a little bit more tomorrow and then drop again down into the 60s. I'll have your 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
For over
over 30 years, we've been keeping you warm.
Or cool, but now we are taking you to the next level of innovation.
Fireplaces, sleek modern design, or traditional electric, efficient and trendy.
Lighting, permanent, decorative, year-long lighting, providing security as well as beauty.
These are just some of the ideas we are bringing to you for the next level at Holiday Heating, Cooling, and Electric. We call it Holiday Innovation. Call us today.
I think I'm gonna go with a 9-iron.
I'd suggest a 7. No. Oh. Did you know that if a bird picks up your ball, you gotta follow it? Oh, there it is. I think it's to the right.
Nah.
Is this it?
Nope, not it.
More! Can I be frank? At STCU, we're always here to advise and consult, even if you want to go at it your own way.
Let's see what you've got, Frank. I think we should talk.
STCU Business. Partner up.
You're building a home or updating an existing one. You want windows and patio doors to be strong, beautiful, long-lasting, and durable. Want to express creativity and increase your home's curb appeal? To feel secure in your investment, choose Milgard Windows and Patio Doors from River City Glass, industry leaders with the highest quality materials and windows that are backed by a lifetime warranty. Residential and commercial, Milgard Windows and Patio Doors. Call River City Glass or visit their showroom at 6615 East Main.
40 years ago, an idea was born. 40 years ago, excitement emerged. Now, 40 years later, all trails lead to all sport. Side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles, watercraft, and pontoon boats. Who has it all? All Sport has it all. Polaris, Honda, BRP, Can-Am, KTM, Indian, and more. How will you spend the next 40 years? Make 2024 the best summer ever. Join our local team in celebrating 40 years in business. Have it all at All Sport, just off I-90 in Liberty Lake.
The Tire Store for auto repairs, tires, and wheels. At the Tire Store, they'll let you split up your repair bill over a couple months. Get your car fixed today. ASE certified, and you can start an account with no credit check. Tire Store.
4 News Now is brought to you by Post Falls Volkswagen.
Let's take a live look now at the Blue Bridge. Is this the Blue Bridge?
It is.
The Blue Bridge. Okay. I was told we were going to the Blue Bridge. It doesn't look very blue in that shot. It's a little bit shaky right now, too. Lots of families, though, have been out enjoying and biking and just having a good time. We were just out by the pool tonight enjoying dinner, and my daughter wanted to get in the pool. It was that warm.
And you said no.
I should have said, my 2 parenting experts here said, you say the opposite. That's what you do. Go ahead, get in the pool.
It might have worked. A little reverse psychology.
No. By the time your kids, the kids my age, you're just like, yeah, okay, get in the pool. No, always wear your life jacket. And here is our current conditions setup. Pool safety is a serious topic. I should not make light. 71 degrees in Spokane right now. I'm in love with this sunset. It is just gorgeous. Looks like Monet painting or something. Clear skies in Coeur d'Alene with a beautiful evening in progress. It is 68 degrees. I love this time of year. Winds generally less than 10 miles per hour across the region. They'll be light overnight, stay light tomorrow. So firefighters are looking ahead to Friday. Breezy conditions on Friday. As you've heard, there's still some hot spots with a couple of our local fires they're still working on. So these breezes are unwelcome this time of year. 30-mile-per-hour gusts by 11 o'clock in the morning. 35-mile-per-hour gusts around 3. Now that compares to the 47-mile-per-hour peak wind gusts that we had yesterday in Spokane, and then things will start to die down Friday evening, and it may be a bit breezy at times on Saturday, but it's Friday that the National Interagency Fire Center has declared as moderate fire risk for the Spokane area, Spokane County, the Washington Palouse, and the Columbia Basin. The area shaded in yellow. North Idaho is low risk and very low in the green shaded areas. So it's gusty winds up to 35 miles per hour. Also very low relative humidity in the teens and 20s. Relative humidity was in the teens most of the day on Tuesday, and then Dry, grassy areas are the greatest at risk. Those fine fuels are already drying out, as we have seen. Our weather pattern right now, a westerly flow after yesterday's cold front. We're going to get more of a southwesterly flow tomorrow. That's going to bump up our temperatures while we wait for this system to come in. This will start picking up our winds on Friday and cool things off a little bit, and then cool things off more substantially for the weekend. Right now, it looks like any precipitation will be limited to the mountains on Saturday. Wouldn't rule out an isolated thunderstorm over the higher terrain, and will keep things cool for Father's Day. In fact, that may be the coolest day of the forecast, with a high of 65. Not too far below average, less than 10 degrees below average, but we're going to stay below average through the beginning of next week. Morning lows across the region. We're going to have a lot of cool nights ahead. We'll be down in the 40s tomorrow morning. High temperatures in the 80s for much of eastern Washington, Winthrop, Pullman, Colville. The exceptions will be in the 70s in North Idaho. Breezy conditions on Saturday, only a 20% chance of measurable rain. Father's Day looks good, 65 degrees. That's good weather for active dads. 20% chance of showers Monday and Tuesday. I've got some great Wildlife Wednesday photos for you. I'll show them to you coming up in the next half hour. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Still ahead, survivors from the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting are decorating their caps for graduation. What they're doing to honor their 20 classmates who died almost 12 years ago. Next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Stay straight for the next 200 miles.
Get into an Audi and go your own way. Find your way to exceptional offers during the Summer of Audi sales event at your local Audi dealer.
Things just keep getting better at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. Our all-new 175-room resort hotel is opening soon. Elevate your experience with luxurious accommodations, state-of-the-art amenities, and exquisite dining. Visit SpokaneTribeCasino.com for more details. You just win here.
Command Picture hanging strips hold strong and remove cleanly. Command, do no harm.
Gloria got gear for the great outdoors. Charles chose a charity. What would you do with extra cash? The Department of Revenue returns missing money to Washingtonians every day. Easily find and claim yours at claimyourcash.org.
My name is Stephen, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I had a large tumor in my left lung in November of 2018. We went through in 2020 doing a lot of end-of-life planning. Summit was very aggressive in my treatment of diagnosis. Since then, with my recovery, we're doing a lot of life events. I love the people there. I would recommend Summit Cancer Center. My wife calls it a miracle.
The main event open house is on now at R&R RV Center in North Spokane. See the top-selling motorhomes, toy haulers, fifth wheels, and travel trailers from the nation's top brands. Tour our service center, stock up in the parts department, and enjoy free barbecue on Saturday. Every RV open and marked with a low sale price. Bring your trade and save during the main event open house. Happening now through June 22nd. Only at R&R RV Center, 525 East Francis, North Spokane.
4 News Now is brought to you by Perfection Tire.
A guy armed came into my classroom and started shooting all of my friends and my teachers and my classmates.
That was Emma Ahrens. Almost 12 years ago, she watched her classmates get shot and killed during the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting in Newtown, Connecticut. She was just in first grade when 20 of her classmates and 6 of her teachers were killed.
It's still the deadliest K-12 shooting in U.S. history. And while the shooting happened over a decade ago, the memories and emotions remain.
Our memories of elementary school are weirdly empty, we've blocked out massive parts of it.
When we lined up by grade, half of our grade was missing, so that was really hard.
Well, the class of 2024 will wear green ribbons and green bracelets with the message "Forever in Our Hearts" to honor their classmates who should be walking across that stage with them.
In more news from around the nation, one person was killed in Atlanta during a bus hijacking during the evening commute. 17 people were on board when police say 39-year-old Joseph Greer took control, holding a gun to the bus driver's head and saying, "Don't stop the bus or else worse will happen." A passenger pulled out a gun, but Greer took it and shot him with it. One man was on the phone with his wife on board. When she hung up, scared the gunman would target her next.
For about 45, 50 minutes there, I had no idea what was going on with my wife.
After chasing the bus for about 40 minutes, police finally popping the tires and bringing it to a stop. The SWAT team took the suspect into custody. Greer is a convicted felon with 19 prior arrests. The passenger who was shot died in the hospital. Well, a better than expected inflation reading and the latest on interest rates from the Federal Reserve.
It's been a big day for economic news, but what does it mean for you? CNN's Karen Caifa explains.
It's kind of a mixed bag right now for consumers who are paying less at the gas pumps than they were a month prior, but more at the grocery store than they were last year.
Just hours before the Federal Reserve gave its latest take on the state of the U.S. economy, new data showed inflation cooled more than expected in May.
If you've been rooting for the Fed to start cutting interest rates, this latest inflation report is the kind of report we want to see. We just need to see more of it.
The Bureau of Labor Statistics said prices held flat month to month for the first time since July 2022. Overall, prices were up 3.3% over 1 year ago, slowing slightly from April's year-over-year rate. Still, Bankrate chief financial analyst Greg McBride says households are feeling a squeeze.
Nobody's walking out of the supermarket feeling like they got a bargain because prices are still much higher than they were 4 years ago. Even though they're not going up as fast as they were, that's little consolation to the households that are dealing with strained budgets.
Grocery prices were flat from last month, but still up 2.1% over last year. Gas prices, while still up 2% for the year, fell 3.6% during May. Good news for drivers, but raising questions about summer travel demand and whether inflation fatigue is influencing plans. The White House says lower inflation remains an economic priority.
We really need to keep working on bringing costs down. That's going to be our focus in terms of grocery, housing, gas prices, healthcare.
Other areas seeing a pullback in prices from April to May included apparel and new cars.
This latest report also showed that housing costs remain an obstacle to getting that overall inflation number down, and they also remain a strain on consumers. Shelter costs outpaced overall inflation during the month of May and continue to run above pre-pandemic levels. In Washington, I'm Karen Caifa.
Idaho football's leading man is staying in Moscow. Why extending Jason Eck's contract was an easy choice, coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all electric. What you choose to do with that much power is up to you. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
So if we spend a third of our lives sleeping, shouldn't we try to get the best sleep possible? That's why Denver Mattress is all about that sleep life. And during the 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit for only $299.99. Or save $100 on any Doctor's Choice Original. Or get 5 years no interest, no down payment, plus free shipping. Improve your sleep life one night at a time. Only at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Researching childhood vaccines often feels like this.
When T lymphocytes recognize antigens.
They're lying to us. Vaccines are just another plot to make money.
The most important thing parents should know about vaccines is...
Accept my cookies. Sign up for the newsletter. Sorry.
You've reached your free article limit.
There's a simpler way to get answers. Visit vaccinesmartwa.org.
Elegance, style, quality, custom made for your project. Agalite shower doors and bath enclosures by River City Glass are designed for a lifetime of use. Timeless beauty that speaks for itself with superior quality and exceptional value. Offering exquisite custom wine room enclosures and office room glass, specializing in custom mirrors crafted to fit your space. Producing high-performance glass for every project, residential and commercial. River City Glass.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all electric. What you choose to do with that much power is up to you. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Wildfires are always top of mind as soon as it starts to warm up. Before yesterday's Grove Road fire started, local firefighters were actually right in the middle of a training to help better protect a home during a fire. Part of a nationwide training with the International Association of Firefighters, our local firefighters practiced useful techniques to save more homes in less time.
That training happened in Latah Valley, a southwest Spokane neighborhood that's dealt with wildfire concerns for years now. Bronte Saratsky tells us more.
People living in Latah Valley still have memories of last summer's wildfires playing in the backs of their minds. This added training with the fire department and other agencies gives them some added peace of mind.
We had a lot of issues evacuating because if you see the road up here, that's kind of our main way out.
Last summer, neighbors here felt trapped as they tried to leave their homes.
It was very scary. My 102-year-old mother lives with me, so I was having to prepare to evacuate with a wheelchair-bound woman.
But on Tuesday, the Spokane Fire Department, along with firefighters state and nationwide, received crucial training to keep homes from burning during a wildfire.
This is kind of training to help mitigate that problem of the fire spreading house to house, whether if it gets to the point where it's too big, working with the evacuation piece of getting the civilians out.
It's called Wildland Urban Interface Training, helping firefighters fight flames in neighborhoods like Latah Valley, within city limits but surrounded by trees and forest. Neighbors volunteered their homes so firefighters could practice diverting fires around houses and other buildings, protecting more homes in less time. Neighbors are thankful that Latah Valley was chosen as their practice ground after wildfires have threatened homes there for years.
Really learn how to protect structures while a wildland fire is encroaching, like what happened in the Gray Fire, is fantastic.
The City of Spokane's fire department hopes to do this type of training again with the hopes of making it an annual thing. Reporting in Spokane, Bronte Saratsky, 4 News Now.
Important work for sure.
Yeah, it just goes to show how much everyone is doing ahead of fire season, and even when we have one of those early fires.
Yeah. All right. We dip below the 80s. Sounds like we're going to go back up, but not for long.
Not for long. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker's here. Hey, Chris, you did say we should be looking at Friday, though.
That's right. We have some breezy conditions on the way for Friday, and any wind this time of year can help spread those fires so rapidly. But boy, what a beautiful evening right now. It is fairly still, and we just have these amazing clouds looking west over the Spokane County Courthouse tonight. Sunset still more than 10 minutes away. With those clearing skies, light winds, very dry air. Even though we were up in the mid-70s today, we're going to be dropping down into the 40s tomorrow morning around the region. 44 in Spirit Lake, 42 in Deer Park, 45 in Meade tomorrow morning, and it will be 46 at Spokane International Airport. Again, these temperatures running a little below average, but these temperatures are running above average. We'll be in the 70s and 80s for highs. This will be our last day in the 80s in Spokane for a while. 80 officially, the forecast high. 83 in downtown Spokane. 70s in Spirit Lake, Post Falls, and almost 80 in Coeur d'Alene. 79 in Deer Park, and 82 tomorrow in Meade. Taking a look at your Thursday planner. cool start, a very warm afternoon. We will see a few clouds increasing as we get into the afternoon, but nothing coming out of those clouds. 72 is our average high. Very little precipitation in the 7-day forecast, just an occasional glimmer that we might see a sprinkle or two. I'll be back with that and some Wildlife Wednesday photos in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. With more dry and windy weather this week, fire season is only just getting started.
Our weather team says the next few weeks are some of the most important for how this year could go. Meteorologist Matt Gray is here now to update us with the latest outlook for fire season.
So many of the factors that will influence this fire season, they've been building for months, but that's not the whole story here. How bad this season could become largely depends on the weather over the next few weeks. Let's start, however, with the current situation. Even with some rain at the start of the month, low snowpacks, hot summer temperatures, and more consistently dry weather over the past couple of years have drought conditions set up in North Idaho and also in the North Cascades. Even with a ½ inch of rain earlier this month in Spokane, there were 7/10 in Coeur d'Alene, there were 8/10 in Sandpoint, and over an inch in Pullman. Well, 3 out of the 4 names I just mentioned, still below normal for the year so far. And snowpack, well, that's hanging on by a thread in the Cascades, and we are not even halfway through the month of June. And because of how unusual this is for the Cascades, the National Interagency Fire Center expects above normal fire activity in the Cascades and in Western Washington starting, get this, next month and continuing on through September. Now, in the inland Northwest, it is going to take a little bit more time to feel the cumulative impacts of the early snow melt and the North Idaho drought conditions. Fire weather forecasters expect fire activity to become higher than normal in north central Idaho in August and then across all of North Idaho as we head into September. Much of this, however, is based on what many forecasters believe will be another warmer and drier than average summer. Now, why is that important? Well, this chart shows the relationship between how many acres were burned in fires in our region and rainfall in June, July, and August. The drier it is, surprise, surprise, the more land that ends up burning during those seasons. Now, on average, June rainfall, this is important, accounts for about 60% of all of that rain we get during the meteorological summertime. In other words, right now is make or break.
Well, if you like this story, subscribe to the Brainstorm newsletter on KXLY.com. Every week, Matt keeps you informed on the weather in the inland Northwest and the science behind it.
Well, the Spokane Valley Fire Department says this car drove off I-90 and crashed into the Bedrosians in Spokane Valley today. Thankfully, no one inside that business was hurt. The driver was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. As of now, no word yet on what caused the crash.
Well, a man is now in jail for attacking a woman who tried to help him when he allegedly collapsed in the middle of the road. It happened near Trent and Napa in East Spokane. According to Spokane police, the victim got out of the car to check on 28-year-old Robert Fisher. He told her that he needed water. The woman gave him some water, then Fisher took off and ran into a wall. She tried to help him up, but that's when investigators say Fisher pulled her to the ground and tried to strangle her. Another man pulled Fisher off the victim, who then ran to her car. Fisher is said to have tried to pull the woman out of her car, but the other Good Samaritan pulled him off of her. Now, police eventually showed up and took Fisher into custody.
He now faces multiple charges, including assault. In North Idaho news, federal disaster assistance is on the way to Shoshone County. Approved by President Biden this morning, this money will help areas impacted by severe weather, flooding, and landslides back in April. This is a photo of the rock slide on Moon Pass south of Wallace and Lookout Pass on April 16th. According to Shoshone County, the pass is still closed and there's no word on when it'll be cleared. This money was also approved to be used in Idaho and Lewis counties. Idaho head football coach Jason Ack will be staying in Moscow a little while longer.
Seems like a no-brainer. The university approved a contract extension for the coach today.
Yeah, we're going to dive into the details coming up next in sports and why this is such a huge deal for Idaho football now and for the foreseeable future. Stay with us.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
The swimsuit season is almost here. And now there's just a short time left to get your body ready for summer at Move Fitness. From squats and lunges for the booty to curls for the girls, Move Fitness has the classes and machines to make this summer your best. And right now you can join with no enrollment fee. Move Fitness.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Do you want to get paid to have an adventure? Get your passport to Dining Adventure from Adam Hegsted's Eat Good Group and earn a $20 gift card. Eat at just 4 of our locations before June 30th and you'll earn a $20 gift card. Eat at 6 restaurants and you'll be entered to win a $500 gift card. Each location is a different adventure featuring top chefs, quality, fresh ingredients and locally inspired menus from around the globe. Whether you're trying something new or re-experiencing one of your favorites, pick up your passport at any Eat Good restaurant today.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
Well, the University of Idaho has given head football coach Jason Eck a contract extension that keeps him in Moscow through 2028.
Sports director Julian Minnesone joins us now in studio. And Julian, this is a big deal for the Vandals.
Yeah, this ensures that Eck isn't going anywhere, at least anytime soon. Eck has set a high bar in his first 2 seasons, leading the Vandals to back-to-back playoff appearances, including a quarterfinal appearance in 2023. The Vandals have lost a number of key players this offseason, including quarterback Giovanni McCoy, wide receiver Hayden Hatton, and running back Anthony Woods, but that hasn't impacted Eck one bit. He's put together a top 10 recruiting class for 2023 and 2024. This contract extension would allow him to develop the young players and compete for years to come.
We want to keep striving to bring a championship, hang a banner up in that Kibbie Dome. It's been too long, since 1998, since we won a conference championship. So we got to keep staying hungry and keep getting better.
And Idaho opens the season on the road at Oregon on August 31st. Now, when you have a new boss at your job, it can take some time to adapt. The Seattle Seahawks are still going through an adjustment period with their new boss, new head coach Mike Macdonald. They wrapped up day 2 of minicamp today, and this week has been crucial for some of the second-year players who had Pete Carroll as their head coach last season. Now they're learning a whole new playbook for the 2nd year in a row, but the guys say things have been smooth so far.
We started to catch our swag with it, add our own little flavor to it, but we getting comfortable with it real fast, faster than what we thought we was.
Last year, just not making the playoffs and not winning as many games as we wanted to, that didn't sit well with me, and so I'm looking for change this year.
The Seahawks finish up minicamp tomorrow. Now, Gonzaga has one of the toughest non-conference schedules in the entire country this coming season, and it could be the same in 2025. The Bulldogs are set to join the Players Era Festival, an in-season basketball tournament that promises to pay each school $1 million in name, image, and likeness funds. The 8-team tournament is expanding to 18 teams in 2025, and the Bulldogs are now officially on the list. Along with Gonzaga, other teams participating are Michigan, Syracuse, St. Joseph's, and St. John's. The field will also include teams from this season's events, such as Houston, Alabama, Notre Dame, Oregon, and San Diego State. That's just to name a few there. The event will be played during Thanksgiving weekend. The Seattle Mariners and Chicago White Sox are tied at 1 in the 9th inning. A close one there. Seattle took the first 2 games of the series. They're looking to win their 4th game in a row. And we're going to have highlights of this one tonight on Nightside. And the Spokane Indians lead the Vancouver Canadians 9-1 in the 5th inning on the road. The Indians squeaked out a 1-0 win last night. More runs tonight in this one. We're also going to have a final score tonight on Nightside. So we'll see. Mariners keep on checking. I think it was like 6.5 games that they were up heading into today. Yeah. So they've got a good lead. As long as they win most games than they lose, it, means success for the Mariners in playoffs in October.
They always have the flair for the dramatic. So there's going to be something that happens in the next few minutes, late in this game. So
is that a nice way of saying that? I like that. Well, hey, the Volume Inlander Music Festival is returning to Spokane this fall. And this would be the first time it would be held back here since the pandemic. So the 2-day festival starts September 13th. It will feature more than 80 artists spread across 10 stages in downtown Spokane. Our producer says we still don't know who any of those artists are. But for more information, including a link to buy your tickets, you can get early bird tickets. Go to KXLY.com.
Beautiful sunset from Derek Dice's hometown of Moses Lake. Tonight, the Moses Lake Airport. Gorgeous sky, a few high clouds filtering that sunset. That just makes it that much more beautiful. There's going to be a few more clouds drifting through over the next few days, along with gusty winds. I'll tell you all about it after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
We're standing up for our right to be lazy. We work hard, we deserve to scroll hard.
It's the Lazy Boy 2 Great Chairs event. 2 great chairs for 1 low price. Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota is the #1 retail brand for 12 years in a row. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Adventure awaits at Silver Mountain Resort this summer. Play 2 days in Idaho's largest indoor water park and enjoy 1 night in a beautiful condo. Ride America's longest gondola for breathtaking scenic views or cruise the Northwest's #1 bike park. Create new family memories around the fire, an outdoor movie, or an evening stroll through the village. Just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene on I-90. Your adventure awaits at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
It's Click It RV's lowest price guarantee sale going on now at your neighborhood Click It RV.
Be a winner like me and get to Click It RV.
With 0 down and no payments till October, now is the time to own your dream RV.
Get to Click It RV now. Are you going to be mad, bro?
Get never before deep discounts on trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Plus the best selection, highest trade-in values ever, and a lifetime warranty. Nobody beats the discounts at Click It RV.
I'm Richard Sherman, and we guarantee it.
1 mile past the Y and Newport Highway.
Coming to Spokane Arena for the first time ever, the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glow Party. Don't miss the debut of the all-new Hot Wheels 5 Alarm. Watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks light up the floor, including Gungster, Bone Shaker, and the legendary Bigfoot. Plus the dazzling dance party, spectacular laser lights, and more. And kids' seats start at just $12. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind Hot Wheels experience, June 22nd and 23rd at Spokane Arena. Tickets available at SpokaneArena.com.
We're standing up for our right to be lazy. We work hard, we deserve to scroll hard.
It's the Lazy Boy 2 Great Chairs event. 2 great chairs for 1 low price. Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gold Seal Plumbing.
Oh, here's a Wildlife Wednesday story for you. This bear hanging out in a crawl space under a family's home in Southern California. Neighbors call the bear Samson. That's his name. They say the big lovable fur ball has been in the neighborhood for years. So obviously some people think he's harmless, but the homeowners are really worried because they're about to have a baby.
About to have a baby and knowing that there's a bear under the bedroom where you're going to be putting the child?
Yeah, no. This family's called wildlife officials. They say they're not going to do anything because the bear has already been tagged and has yet to pose any danger to people. The family plans to set up a camera, then board up the crawl space the next time Samson the bear leaves.
Can't they lure him out somehow, you think? Like,
Sure, yeah. I've seen it done with donuts.
Yeah?
I'm serious. In Florida, they used to lure bears with donuts. That looked like a brown bear, though. That looked like a big old bear.
It doesn't feel like our local people would move the bear into the bear habitat.
Tranquilize it?
Yeah, they're not going to let some bear set up shop in the nursery of your house.
No, no thank you.
We like our bears a little more wild.
They should ask Mark Vogt.
That's what he's probably watching and has some thoughts on that. And he saw a bear and shared this photo with me. He leaves the bears alone, gives them their space, although this bear does look like he wants to go home and live in the wild with Mark. Just adorable little bear cub that Mark spotted after a downpour. Now, Mom is close by. Little bears running to catch up with Mom. And just a very, well, he could move into my crawl space. I changed my mind. Courtney Litwin shared this photo of some hot eaglets in Bonners Ferry, and we know they're hot because they're panting like most critters other than humans. They don't sweat, so they've got to pant to cool off, but they're growing fast. What amazing birds. Jerry Rawls, speaking of young'uns, shared this photo. It's really ridiculous and awkward looking young spike elk at Farragut. I am sure this young elk will grow into a magnificent bull someday, but right now he is in that gangly sort of middle school looking phase. And finally from Jay Hoover, just love this photo of Merganser and her chicks on the Spokane River. They look like the most adorable stuffed animals. I would buy one of those in a heartbeat at the gift store. 4 things to know about your weather. Sunny and warm tomorrow. We'll be above average, 80 degrees in Spokane. Light wind throughout the day. Then the winds pick up for Friday and Saturday. We'll be in the 60s this weekend and may even get a shower on Saturday. Those winds on Friday have firefighters concerned about the potential for rapidly spreading brush fires. Forecast radar starting off at our current time. I just want to show you, we're going to start the day off tomorrow with clear conditions. By noon, a few clouds drifting through. By this time tomorrow, we'll have more clouds, but we clear out for some sunshine to start the day on Friday. Then the winds and the clouds pick up as we get into the second part of the day with overcast conditions, but nothing coming out of them until hopefully Saturday. But we only have a 20% chance of precipitation on Saturday. 66 for a high, 65 on Father's Day with dry conditions, and then we bring back just a slight chance of rain on Monday and Tuesday. Cool overnights for the most part, other than when we have those clouds coming in Thursday night. We'll be down in the 40s. Kirsten.
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, tomorrow the city of Cheney will hold a groundbreaking ceremony for its new aquatic center.
Yeah, here's a rendering of what it will look like once construction is complete. The city says it will feature a 5,000 square foot pool house, a 25-yard lap pool, a water slide, and a lazy river. The city has been without a pool since 2021 when it suffered a catastrophic failure in some key parts of its filtration system. Now, construction of this new aquatic center is expected to be completed by next June, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in Cheney and the West Plains looking forward to that.
Absolutely, and so many families already waiting to see when things are going to open up because it's been hot.
Yeah.
I can't wait. All right, 4 News Now. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Stay straight for the next 200 miles.
Get into an Audi and go your own way. to exceptional offers during the Summer of Audi sales event at your local Audi dealer.
Watch KXLY Plus over the air on KXLY ABC4. Live updates, breaking news, weather every 10 minutes from the 4 News Now team. Get up to date on the information you need in just an hour. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. over the air on KXLY ABC4.
Will went all in for wellness. Patty painted the town red. What would you do with extra cash? The Department of Revenue returns missing money to Washingtonians every day. Easily find and claim yours at claimyourcash.org.
For over 30 years, we've been keeping you warm.
Or cool, but now we are taking you to the next level of innovation.
Fireplaces, sleek modern design, or traditional electric, efficient and trendy.
Lighting, permanent, decorative, year-long lighting, providing security as well as beauty.
These are just some of the ideas we are bringing to you for the next level at Holiday Heating, Cooling, and Electric. We call it Holiday Innovation. Call us today.
Do you want to get paid to have an adventure? Get your passport to Dining Adventure from Adam Hegsted's Eat Good Group and earn a $20 gift card. Eat at just 4 of our locations before June 30th and you'll earn a $20 gift card. Eat at 6 restaurants and you'll be entered to win a $500 gift card. Each location is a different adventure featuring top chefs, quality, fresh ingredients and locally inspired menus from around the globe. Whether you're trying something new or re-experiencing one of your favorites, pick up your passport at any Eat Good restaurant today.